Hello, my name is Raynong Zhu, and this is my presentation for the project of EEL6659 Wireless Communication. My topic is Wireless Networks for Vehicles Communication. There are 5 parts for my presentations: Introduction, Description, Simulation, Results, and Summary. To begin with, I want to explain what is V2X. V2X refers to the communication system between vehicles or between vehicles and pedestrians and infrastructure. V2X Internet of Vehicles communication is mainly divided into 4 categories. Firstly, V2V, which is vehicle to vehicle. Vehicles communication directly with each other to share pre-crash and post-crash warnings. Near immediate road conditions, blind spot warnings, and enhanced visibilities. The V2V can also connect 2 or more vehicles in a fleet, also known as a smart fleet. Secondly, V2I, vehicles to infrastructure. Vehicles and roadside infrastructure components such as traffic signals, road signs, intersections communicate with street names to share traffic signals change notifications. Road condition warnings, intersection condition warnings, and crossovers. Thirdly, V2P, vehicle to pedestrian. Vehicle-pedestrian communication is concerned with the protection of pedestrians through crossovers or approaches, especially in the case of low visibilities, such as darkness, fog, or heavy rain. Mobile or wearable devices worn by pedestrians can also be used for V2P communications. Firstly, V2N, vehicle-to-network. Communication between vehicles and the wireless network infrastructure is structured by base station and remote radio frequency. Radio frequency transceiver modules to share real-time traffic information, such as construction area warnings. Unlike V2V, is extreme no latency, but the reliability is the most important factor for V2N. And at present, the main communication technologies used in V2X are DSRC and LTE V2X. Firstly, dedicated short-range communication, which is also DSRC, is a technology based on the IEEE 802.11p underlying communication protocol and the IEEE 1609 family of standards. It uses the 5.9 GHz frequency band and features no transmission latency to provide short-range communication services in automotive environments. It's used to link vehicles to vehicles where enable vehicles to communicate with roadside devices, providing public safety and medium and short distance communication services in vehicular environments. Secondly, LTE V2X defines 2 different communication modes for vehicle applications, centralized and distributed. The centralized type can also be called cellular type, which requires the base station as the control center. It defines the communication mode between the vehicle and the roadside communication unit and the base station equipment. Distributed communication between vehicles is defined without base station as supported. However, both approaches have their own limitations. DSRC requires the installation of many new access points, increasing the time and cost of full deployment. At the same time, the lack of scalability of the technology makes it difficult to get better results. The current LTE-V on 4G LTE networks does not provide the no latency required for critical V2V communications because it varies between 30 milliseconds and 100 milliseconds. If the leading vehicle sends an emergency signal, but the V2V communication fails to notify the following vehicles in time. A critical situation may quickly develop. The following. So, to make the delay time of vehicle intersection information shorter, we can use 5G to achieve this purpose. 5G is mainly used in the following three scenarios: enhanced mobile, multi-gigabyte broadband, large scanner density machine type communication, and low latency ultra reliable communication. Specifications in these scenarios offer many advantages for changing the driving experience by providing the peak data rates, latency, spectrum efficiency, and connection density required by the autopilot system. For the low latencies at a maximum speed of 500 kilometers per hour and the delay is 1 millisecond. For the peak data rate of 20 gigabytes at a maximum speed of 500 kilometers. For the high density, it has up to 1 million connections between vehicles and devices of extreme density. Then I want to say something about the vehicle mobility models. In this paper, we mainly consider three situations: the freeway mobility model when other vehicles are not considered, and the car following model and the lane change behavior when surrounding vehicles are considered. So then these specific descriptions. Firstly, freeway mobility model. This model can be used in three situations. Firstly, each vehicle can only drive in its current lane. Secondly, the speed of the current vehicle depends on the previous speed of the vehicle. Thirdly, if there are two vehicles in the same lane, we call the leading vehicles and the other vehicles the following vehicles. The distance between them should be more than the minimum safe distance, and the speed of the vehicles behind should be less than or equal to leading vehicles. Secondly, car following model. When multiple vehicles are in the same lane, the model determines the speed of the vehicle behind while maintaining a safe distance based on the speed of the leading vehicles. For example, when leading vehicle decelerates if the distance is less than the minimum safe distance, the vehicle behind should decelerate accordingly until the conditions are met together. Thirdly, lane changing behavior. In this model, the following car can change lanes when it's waiting for a certain amount of time and there is plenty of space in the next lane. Then we did some simulations. For this page, we can see the simulation of V2V. When the distance between two vehicles is less than or equal to the communication range, the connection between vehicles indicates that they are communicating. The connection is broken when the distance between the two vehicles expands beyond the communication range. Then for this page, we can see the simulation of V2I. It simulates the communication between the vehicles and the RSU as the vehicle passes over the highway. The green line means in the communication range, and the red line means out of the communication range. Then let's go to see the simulation. This code is for V2V. Firstly, we should choose 2 points for load 1. Then we choose 2 points for load 2. We can see that when the vehicles approaching, they can have connections with each other, and when the distance is larger, the connection will disappear. Okay. And then we will see the code for V2I simulation. Firstly, we should draw a road. Then click Snap. Then we should choose 2 RSU locations. We can find that when the distance between the vehicle and the RSU exceeds the communication range, they cannot communicate with each other, and the line is red. And when the distance is less than or equal to the communication distance, they are communicated with each other. In this case, the line is green. Finally, we will see the result. Firstly, we will see V2V connection simulation. As we can see in this picture, when the communication range is fixed as far as the overall trend is concerned, the connectivity between vehicles increases with increase in traffic density. However, due to the randomness of vehicle movement, some places may have a decline, but the range is not large. The overall trend is still on the rise. When we consider the different communication ranges, we can find that the greater the communication range, the better the connectivity between vehicles. This is because the greater the range of communication, the more other vehicles the same vehicle can contact. So the better the connectivity between vehicles. At the same time, the increase in connectivity can make the exchange of information more rapid. Then we can see the result of average duration of same 3 neighbors. As shown above, with the increase in traffic density, the average duration of same 3 neighbors also increases, especially when the traffic density is not very high. It increases linearly. As traffic density increases, congestions become more serious, so lane changes and overtaking become less likely. The flow of traffic tends to move together, so the average duration of 3 neighbors would increase. But as the range of communication increases, the overall range duration increases, because the connection between the 2 cars takes longer to break. Finally, we can see the result of average number of neighbors for 30 seconds. As shown above, when the traffic density increases, the average number of neighbors for 30 seconds will also increase. As the traffic density increases, the whole team will travel at a lower speed. It also brings more cars together. At the same time, along with the rising of the scope of communication, the vehicles in the range will increase. Finally, is summary and conclusion. Of course, for this project, I still have lots of things to do. For example, we can also look at data scheduling and how 5G can be used to deliver data faster. Yeah, that's all. Thanks for listening.